4. On the next Game On, see how a love of music and softball helped one athlete end up at Liberty University.
Then we'll get you caught up on the happenings around Flames Nation, including the tennis teams playing for a conference title.
All that plus the segment that brings America together, Warm, Hot, and Fuego. We'll name the week's top Liberty athletes. You can watch it all here right now, online anytime at GameOnLU.com or on social media at GameOnLU.
On the show today, from playing catch by the dorms to pitching D1 baseball, we'll tell you about the unlikely rise of Landon Riley.
Then a scary accident left one Liberty skier wondering if he'd ever be able to compete in the sport again. All that and more on this week's Game On.
First place fastballs and faith through adversity. We cover it all in today's show. Welcome to Game On. As always, I'm Hannah Hucheon.
And I'm Kyle.
We start today on the baseball diamond, where Liberty has been playing itself into the NCAA regional conversation. The Flames have been great, and especially in midweek games, Liberty hadn't dropped a midweek tilt since February 26th. They were trying to keep that streak alive Tuesday on the road at Wake Forest. The Flames beat the Demon Deacons in Lynchburg earlier this season, but Liberty would never see this lead. In a contest, a Tyler Gallazin RBI infield single in the third would tie the game at a run apiece. And then A-Flames would hit it up again in the fourth thanks to Ben Highfill fielder's choice. But that was the last run the Flames would tally, as Wake Forest got a couple of bombs and reeled off 3 unanswered runs to close out the game. Liberty falls 6-2, and with the loss moves to 5-1 against ACC opponents this season. Now, despite that loss, the Flames still in great position in the ASUN Conference, Liberty sitting atop the field with a 9-3 mark. You see FGCU also only 3 losses. The Flames will play them in the last series of the regular season. So still a ways to go, but things could go very well be building towards a critical series in the final day of the season.
We told you Liberty baseball was dipping into ACC waters this past week. Liberty softball did the same, heading to Virginia on Tuesday. The Lady Flames had won 5 straight over UVA, but that streak would come to an end. LU gave up 3 runs in the first, and although they out-hit Virginia 10-8, they couldn't quite complete the comeback, falling 4-3. Autumn Bishop was able to extend her hitting streak to 10 games in the defeat. Despite the midweek disappointment, the Lady Flames are still pretty much sitting at the top of the ASUN play. Liberty is first place, and with a 12-3 conference mark. Oh, by the way, second place, Florida Gulf Coast, who also has 3 losses. All of those were by Liberty. LU swept them last month, so at this point, the ASUN regular season crown is the Lady Flames to lose. Let's move to another team at Liberty making noise. The lacrosse team is only 1 win shy of the program record of 12 games. And we're hoping to get that win facing the Big South powerhouse, High Point.
The Panthers, currently ranked 25th in the nation, were winners of the 7 straight entering into this game. High Point would come out hungry in this one. Liberty's Grace Fletcher would open the scoring, but then the Panthers would reel off 8 straight goals to take an 8-1 lead. They would be by Allie Little, who would have a 7-point day, including 3 goals. Second half score 11-3. Panthers' Rachel Foster would score back goals, making it 11-5. Then Liberty would rattle off 3 more to make it 11-8. Unfortunately, that is as close as it would get, and High Point would hold on, winning 14-9.
It's been a solid first year for the ASUN, for Liberty tennis as a whole. And with winning comes recognitions. And there was no shortage for Liberty. Nikase Mwamba was named ASUN Men's Tennis Player of the Year. Josh Wilson becomes the first ASUN Freshman of the Year in program history. And Jeff Marin, the ladies' head coach, was named ASUN Women's Coach of the Year, leading the Lady Flames to a regular season championship. And more accolades for Liberty basketball, this time for Director of Basketball Operations, Chelsea Mangino.
The National Association of Basketball Coaches has named Mangino to its under 30 team, a list comprised of the 30 top men's basketball coaches under 30 years old. Mangino becomes the first Liberty coach to ever make the list and the second only female to ever earn the honor. She has served in her role since 2016, and head coach Richie McKay calls her an invaluable part of the program.
Coming up, a frightening accident left one Liberty skier wondering if he'd ever walk again, much less get back on the slopes.
Then we regale you with the amazing exploits of this week's Warm, Hot, and Fuego athletes. That's when Game On returns.
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Game On. Hey,